everyone, Caffeine Man here, and it is October, so you guys know what that means. If you don't know what it means, it's coming right up. Hello again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And in today's video, like I said, it is October, so you know what that means. That means it is my anniversary month. That's right. Started my channel in October, and when it was my first 1 year anniversary, I decided I was going to do a top 10 list just for me. You know, sure, I was doing all these other reviews for you guys, but I said, you know what? I'm going to do a video just for me, and it's my top 10 energy drinks, and you guys absolutely loved it. So each and every year, I have done a top 10, a top 20 of my own personal favorite drinks that I drink. And we are celebrating 7 years of Caffeine Man. That's right. Lucky number 7. 7 years of doing this on YouTube. So this is going to be my 7th top Caffeine Man list. Only the ones I drink. And each year I do it a little bit differently. Sometimes I'll exclude the 300. Sometimes I'll exclude the sugars, but I don't even drink the sugar ones anymore. So just keep in mind that if there's no sugars on there, it's because I don't drink sugar, and this is my list. My list. And we're not even going to be doing 20. We're going to actually narrow it down to 10 because I got to admit, over the years, it's sad. And you guys know it's sad because it's happened to you as well. You get some drinks that have just been discontinued and you can't find them anymore. So off the list, there's a bunch of them. Last year off the list was the Alani Nu Trippy Hippie. That's not around anymore. 3D Gold is no longer around anymore. G Fuel has been disappearing anywhere. I can no longer find G Fuels online. I found them at the Dollar Tree, but that means because they're probably selling them down. So the G Fuel Miami Nights is off the list. 3D Gold, Miami Nights, those were in the top 5 for years. Not to mention, oh my goodness, rest in peace, Ghost, Swedish Fish, and Sour Patch Kids, both being discontinued. You cannot find the cases, or I can't find any more cases online. I've already bought all the ones I can from Vitamin Shop and GNC shipped to store. So my wife and I are at the mercy now of the convenience stores, and if a convenience store near us has it, we ask them if they have any cases in back, and we tend to buy them out because if you didn't know, Swedish Fish scored a perfect 10 for me, but my wife drinks it even more than I do. That is off of this list. And with some companies making so many drinks, sometimes these drinks come and go. Therefore, I have narrowed it down to the top 10 drinks that I drink in order to celebrate and in memory of my very first top 10 list 7 years ago. Let's get started. Coming in at number 10 is one of the healthier energy drinks on the list. Not to say any energy drinks are bad. We all know that the sugar energy drinks are bad for you. If they're sugar-free, they are a healthier option, but then there are some companies that go for the healthier of the healthy options. And one of the companies that did this that I really enjoyed, so much so it's still in my top 10, is the Marquee Pineapple Passion Fruit. It is a natural pineapple flavor. It has great ingredients in there. It uses a tri-blend of 3 different caffeine sources and just a nice refreshing drink. Ever since I first tried it, it has been on my list. It made the top 10 list in my 7-year anniversary video. Great job to Marquee. Coming in at number 9, we have Alani Nu. Alani Nu has a ton of drinks out there. I used to love the Trippy Hippie, got discontinued. Loved their Kiwi Guava, also got discontinued. So I seem to like a lot of Alani Nu's discontinued drinks. One that has not been discontinued yet is the Orange Kiss. And although orange isn't my preferred flavor for a individual flavor, I do like orange when it's mixed in with other drinks. And I really think they did a great job mixing the orange of the Alani Nu in with some other flavors to give you that Orange Kiss flavor. Whatever they did to orange and made it kiss something else, it made it really good. And out of all the Alanis right now, Juicy Peach was a close second to it, but Orange Kiss is the Alani that I reach for if I go to the convenience store, because they have actually been carrying Alani Nu at convenience stores now. They're only going to start carrying more because now Celsius has bought Alani Nu, and we know Pepsi, who distributes Celsius, has been getting Celsius into stores everywhere. Typically, I only see 3 Alani Nu flavors in stores, but I can definitely foresee a lot more Alani Nu flavors being in stores now that Celsius bought them and Pepsi's distributing it. In keeping with the orange flavors that mix well with other things, I'd have to go with Grizzly Energy Orange Mango as my number 8 pick. Not to restate the obvious, but orange and mango, I love mango flavors, and I think the orange really complements the mango very well, or more, the mango really complements the orange in the drink. And although I don't drink straight on orange flavors, mix orange with another flavor, you got my attention. Grizzly Energy with 160 milligrams of caffeine in a 16-ounce can. Love that standardized dosage. A lot of companies seem to be going 200. It's nice to get a 160 now and again. Coming in at number 7 is Amino Energy strawberry flavor. Amino Energy has tons of great flavors, and when it comes to all the flavors, the one I seem to gravitate towards more is the strawberry. I think they did an amazing job with their strawberry flavor, and I am a huge fan of having low stim options because there's not a ton of low stim options out there. So when I'm having a regular energy drink at 200 milligrams of caffeine in the middle of the day and I need something at nighttime, I can grab myself a low stim Amino Energy or any other low stim energy drink out there, which there aren't a lot, which is why Amino makes it on my top 10 and top 20 list all the time, because not only is it low stim, but they got lots of great options, strawberry being my go-to one. Coming at number 6 is a new one to the list. That's right, new companies do come out with new flavors, and although 2024 and 2025 has had a decent amount of new energy drinks, there wasn't a ton that were preferred CaffeineMan flavors that really blew me away, so there's not a ton of new drinks on the list, but Abe Energy came out with a Cherry Millions flavor, and Millions is a candy that you can get in the UK. They don't have it here in the US, but you can get the energy drink in the US, and man, after drinking that Abe Cherry Millions, it makes me want to try the candy, so who knows, maybe I'll be getting some international shipping to get me some Millions candy here, because it's a really great flavor, and I find myself buying cases of it when I got the BOGO 50s whenever I can pick it up. Abe has been doing a lot of great things with their energy drinks, definitely like their flavors, and definitely recommend you check out all their flavors. If you haven't looked into them yet, they got a lot of great drinks. Some people don't like that it is 11.2 ounces, and everyone can agree that we don't even like 12 ounce cans. We like 16 ounce cans. When we find a flavor we want 16 ounces, not 12, and definitely not 11.2, but it tastes so good that I end up sacrificing that 0.8 ounces for the sake of getting a really great energy drink. Coming in at number 5 is the company that is replacing my other favorite flavor of Swedish Fish, and that is Ghost, and that flavor is Ghost Peaches. My goodness, I didn't know if any companies were going to be able to beat some of the other peaches that were on the market. Peach is an extremely popular flavor category. The CaffeineMan rating chart always gets bombarded and completely filled up. You want to see it? I'll put it up there, maybe if I'm not too busy in editing. But bam, all those peaches up there are crazy, and with so many peaches out there, it is hard to pick a favorite. But the Ghost Peaches, Ghost did an amazing job. They do an amazing job with all their flavors. Some people are like, oh, the Welch's grape is the best. It is. It's one of my top rated grapes, but I don't drink grape, so that's not on my list. What I do drink is peach flavors. Ghost did an amazing job with their peaches, came in at 5th place. Coming in at number 4 is a drink that all you guys know and love, or at least a company you guys know and love. This company hit the market hard and has not slowed down in the last couple of years. Everyone was dying to get these drinks into stores when they first came out because they were a bit expensive on their website. But once Gorilla Mind got into GNC and Vitamin Shop, they really did start to blow up. And once they could present those sales numbers to other stores, you can now find these in convenience stores and grocery stores. Gorilla Mind is blowing up, and it's because they have great drinks. I love it for the nootropics that they have. They have the most efficacious energy drinks on the market. If you don't know what efficacious is, that's okay. I don't like saying the word. I had to practice saying the word because I heard Derek say it so much. Derek from More Plates, More Dates, the owner of Gorilla Mind, always talks about the most efficacious drinks, which means it's basically the most effective energy drink out there for nootropics. So you're going to get focus, concentration, balances out any jittery effects that you get from caffeine. Everyone can benefit from nootropics, which is why I'm a huge fan of Gorilla Mind. They have amazing flavors on top of it, which is why I'm such a huge fan. But coming in at number 4 is the Patty's Tea. Yes, this is going to be debatable by a lot of people because a lot of people didn't think that it was a strong enough flavor. Gorilla Mind has strong, punchy in the face flavors. They went a little bit lighter with the iced tea, and I have absolutely no problems with Patty's Tea. There's not a ton of energy drink options for tea that are readily available without being extremely expensive if they're using actual real tea. So to have a nootropic tea out there for me to purchase is amazing because I love tea. I drink hot tea just about every day. I'm a fan of iced teas. So now you actually have a company doing a great iced tea flavor. And I'm not talking iced tea lemonades. Everyone's going to say, well, that Ghost iced tea lemonade. No. I'm not talking about mixes of your Arnold Palmer kind of things. I'm looking for a straight on iced tea, a little bit of lemon to complement it maybe. So Lean Beef Patty did a great job with her Gorilla Mind collab. Patty's iced tea from Gorilla Mind, number 4. We are at the top 3, and it is at this point in the video where I ask you guys to play a little game with me and leave a comment down below with what you think my top 3 flavors are going to be. There's only been a couple people to get all 3 of them, but after 7 years of watching my channel, I'm sure some of you are not going to have any problems guessing what my top 3 are, especially since it's just a top 10 list. It's not even a top 20 list. So we've narrowed down the 10 to 3. Leave a comment down below what you think my top 3 are, and if you feel like telling me what your top 10 10 are. Leave a comment telling me your top 10 flavors as well. Always great to hear what you guys love. So now that you've left all your comments down below, what is number 3? We're looking at another one on the list. This is the second one on the list. Rare to have two of the same company on a top 10 list, but Abe Nation has done it again. Abe Energy with their Patty the Batty Berry. It has been on my list ever since the first year that it was released, and it's been in my top 5. It scored a 9.7 on the Caffeine Man rating chart, and it really hasn't dropped down at all as time has gone on. Well, I mean, it hasn't dropped down. It's always been a 9.7, but it hasn't dropped down on the list of my top 10s and top 20 lists because I really think it's a solid flavor. There's not a lot of strawberry raspberry energy drinks out there, and I think they did a great job with it, which is why Patty the Batty coming in number 3. Coming in number 2, what's it gonna be, guys? What's it gonna be? This drink, and it's a hint for you. I'm gonna tell a little story because you gotta get into the stories once you're in the top 3. This drink has been on my top 10, top 20 list since year 1. Yep. This has been a tried and true drink on the Caffeine Man top 10, top 20 list for over 7 years. Lots of energy drinks come and go. A lot of different Alani News have popped on the list, jumped off the list. Go Swedish Fish on the list, off the list. G Fuel on the list, off the list. This company has stayed on the list. It is my tried and true. When I am out and about in the wilderness, convenience stores, I typically buy all of my drinks BOGO 50. But if I am out there, I look for this one because it's usually there. And I even have one right here to open up. Usually I open up the number 1, but you know what? Even though number 1 is a great, amazing drink, I have to pay dedication to Rockstar TMGS. Boom. This has been my tried and true for 7 years. I mean, how could it not move up to number 2? With all those other drinks coming and going, this has been usually, I think it's slid in at number 10 or 11 the first year because it had just been released like 7 years ago, or I had first tried it. That's when I first tried it. Still a great drink, and over the years it started to move up the list, and I believe it was at number 6 for the longest time. And with the drinks coming and going, like I said, 3D Gold's gone, Swedish Fish is gone, G Fuel's gone, all these drinks disappearing, my tried and true Rockstar TMGS has moved up to the number 2 spot. How can you not give it a higher position when it's been on there for 7 years? It hasn't gone away, it's still there, and you guys can easily find it on Amazon. You check the prices, check every month or every other month, every third month, whatever you want, because you can find this drink for $17.99 a case. I once found it for $13.99 a case, $15.99 a case. If it ever goes up to like $21.99 a case, I'd say hold out a little bit longer because you can get it cheaper. But where are you getting cases for $17.99 or even $21.99? Your average energy drink price for a case of energy drinks is usually like $29.99. Obviously, Monster and Rockstar have been around for a long time, so their drinks are a bit cheaper. But still, when you're used to seeing those high sticker prices and you can get this, this is on my subscribe and save. I get this every single month, and I believe it's at $17.99 on our subscribe and save. So TMGS from Rockstar, it's been my tried and true for a long time. I encourage you guys to try it if you haven't tried it. It is a great tropical mix of TMGS, tangerine, mango, guava, strawberry, an amazing mix, an amazing flavor, light and refreshing, 240 milligrams of caffeine in a 16-ounce can to give you that little bit of punch. Congratulations to Rockstar for making such a great drink. I'm glad it's still around. Were you able to guess Abe Nation, Patty the Batty Berry? Were you able to guess Rockstar? If so, you're going for the trifecta, but if you watch the channel even just a few times, you probably know the number 1 drink. If my shirt doesn't give it away, I don't know what does. But Caffeine Man's number 1 energy drink is Gorilla Mind. Mango peach, not peach mango, mango peach. Or as I already said with Patty, the Gorilla Minds are the most efficacious energy drink. I love the nootropic dosages in there. Gorilla Mind, one of my favorite brands right now, and has been since they came out. Been doing great flavors all along, and this mango peach is exactly what I want. It's not just a straight on peach, it's not a peach mango. They give you a little bit more mango flavor in there, which is why it's named Mango Peach, and it is my go-to energy drink. I buy cases of this when the BOGO 50s come out. I always have to have it on hand because I literally drink this a couple of times a week. Both of these drinks, Gorilla Mind and TMGS, both in my hallway at all times. All the rest of them on the top 10 come in and out of my hallway, which that's where I keep them because I usually have so many cases of energy drinks. I have to store them in the hallway. Sorry, is that rude to be drinking TMGS during my Gorilla Mind being #1 drink. No, because they're friends. They're right there. They're talking to each other like, yeah, we're #1 and we're #2, and they're best buddies. Because you got mango in the TMGS, you got mango in the mango peach flavor. Big fan of Gorilla Mind. Can't say it enough. And Gorilla Mind mango peach, I believe this is the 2nd year in a row, if not 3 years, ever since it came out. It's probably been 2 years, probably just 2 years, because they didn't come out with it right away. They came out with it much, much further after their first like 8 to 12 drinks. But they're at #1. Congratulations to Gorilla Mind. And that is your top 10 energy drinks from Caffeine Man for his 7-year anniversary in 2025. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Leave comments down below what your favorite drinks are. And if you want a recap on any of those other years, you can check out that playlist right there that has all of my top 10 and top 20 videos in it. It's a great playlist. And if you want to find out more about my #1 energy drink, you can check out that review right there. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, have yourselves a great day or night.
Or night.
I heard you.
Oh.
I got interrupted. We'll have to try that again. Until next time, have yourselves a great day or night.